In this video, I will be replacing the front door hinges on this 1996 Ford F-350. Over time, the hinges have gotten so worn that it caused the door not to close correctly. I'll be replacing the original hinges with these TRQ hinges, link in the description below. There are multiple methods to do this job. The way that I'll demonstrate in this video will allow you to leave the front quarter panel in place. One tool that I highly recommend that you get, if you don't already have, is a 13mm ratcheting wrench. You can see in this video just how much more room you get with a ratcheting wrench versus using a regular shallow well socket and ratchet. In addition to the 13mm wrench, you also need a 13mm socket, an extension, a universal joint, a ratchet, and a long screwdriver or pry bar. I also made this T-shore to support the door while I remove the old hinges. It needs to be roughly the same height as the bottom of the door. I also used the piece of 4x4 that I cut to support the front side of the door on the step rail after I removed it from the hinges. We'll get started by marking exactly where the old hinges were. Most car doors and frames are designed to allow for adjustment, so correctly marking will help tremendously with getting things lined up when you start putting everything back together. Using the T-shore, support the outer corner of the door. Now it's time to remove the 4 bolts holding the upper and lower hinges to the door. Be very careful during this next step of picking up the door and mostly closing it, then setting it back down on the blocks. You need to slide it back far enough to gain access to the bolts on the frame, but be mindful of the wiring harness going to the door. Remove all 6 bolts holding both the upper and lower hinges to the frame, then carefully remove them between the quarter panel and the door. If you're replacing the hinges on both sides, make sure you select the correct hinge for the side you're working on. Slide the new hinge into place, then get the bolts started and run them down most of the way. Line the hinge up with the marks that you made at the beginning and tighten down the bolts. Repeat these same steps with the other hinge. Use a large screwdriver to place the upper hinge in the outward position if it's not already. Then align and reinstall the 4 bolts holding the door to the hinges. Before you tighten them down, make sure they're properly aligned with the marks. Watch very carefully when you first close the door, making sure that it doesn't catch on the quarter panel or rub against the frame. Also check the alignment with the nadir pin and adjust if necessary. In this case, I needed to adjust the lower hinge by loosening all 3 bolts, raising the door, then lowering it slowly back down until it's perfectly aligned, opening the door, and tightening back down the bolts. I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more DIY repair content.